Everyone is in their seat here at the Quicken Loans Arena in Cleveland as the Cavaliers look to grab a win here at home. Now a chance to check out tonight's starting lineups. And guys, what do you think we'll be seeing from Omer Asik in this one?
I think Asik is one of the most underrated defensive centers in the game. Kevin really fortifies this club's front court rotation, brings a ton of energy, covers ground, and avoids fouls too, which is important.
Yeah, just her natural sense of where to be on rotations during a play set, all the different schemes, right place at the right time. More physical than you might think too. He's definitely a banger. Looking at the last game for the Cleveland Cavaliers, it was a win against the Nuggets in Denver. And there wasn't much question as to how that game was going to turn out. They absolutely put the hammer down on them.
And it was the role players in that game, Kevin, that really led the charge. The guys score a lot. They came in and really contributed.
A total team performance, Steve, the kind you need if you're going to win on the opponent's home floor.
Now here is Holiday. Misses the layup.
Jrue Holiday, going into last season, traded from the Sixers to the Pelicans in exchange for 2 first-round picks. A win-now move for the Pelicans, clearly. But he ended up only playing a little over 2 months after a stress fracture in his ankle.
On defense, Cleveland will go to Doris Burke, who spoke with head coach Monty Williams.
Team rebounding is something he stressed to his side, and rightfully so when you face a player that gobbles up the glass like Kevin Love. He told me that Love rebounds at an unreal rate, and his side can't take any mental breaks when it comes to boxing out on the defensive end. Love's numbers validate that fear, guys.
All right, Doris, thank you very much. And for Holiday, an All-Star in 2013, but Steve, he's still very young.
Yeah, just going into his 6th season in the league. Remember, he only played 1 year of college at UCLA, so still very young, still a lot of upside, very talented point guard.
For the New Orleans Pelicans, their last game a loss to the San Antonio Spurs.
Well, they heaved up a lot of ill-advised three-pointers in that loss. Guys, they were way too trigger-happy from downtown.
Yeah, and that's not the area on the court where you want to be forcing shots from. Heck, you were a great three-point shooter, and you know that, Steve.
Love, no good. The Pelicans have gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game. Evans dishes to Gordon. And it's rejected. Out of bounds. Cleveland will take possession. Here in the first quarter with about 2 minutes gone by. And Shumpert kicks to Love. Here's Verejao. Shakes off the strong D and gets the bucket for 2.
Perseverance paying off on the offensive boards, guys.
Holiday against Irving. Now here is Holiday. He's covered closely. And yes, sir, that one drops. Guys back and forth this first half.
Well, 5 lead changes early on, guys, as we grapple back and forth.
Yeah, this could be a back and forth game all the way, guys, the way it's being played. This is fun to watch.
Irving passes to Verejao.
Choice of finishing moves there, and you just got to love the fact he went old school with the finger roll.
The 3 from LeBron. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. 6 points for LeBron.
Don't take your eyes off of him because he can make plays from multiple spots on the floor. Put the isolated cam on him.
And stolen by Kyrie Irving. And he jams it with authority. No shortage of drama here early on.
Well, neither team can grasp control of this thing. I mean, both teams trying to get a hold of it.
That is his first foul of the game.
I like the call. I thought the defense was moving there.
Yeah, I think he slid underneath. Good blocking call that trip.
Now, here is Irving. Coming off a solid outing against Denver.
No hesitation at all on that alley-oop. Saw his teammate with the path to the hoop, and bang! Lobbed it right up there for him.
And he was ready for it, elevated, made the catch. You saw the result.
And I like guys, it's his consistent shooting that's really helped get his team into a position they're in right now.
And, you know, much like the Holiday trade gave away some valuable assets, the Pelicans also lost some pieces with the Evans sign, trading away 2 starters in Gravis Vasquez and Robin Lopez. They're hoping what they've added will outweigh the losses. And typically in trades, and when you're trying to build a playoff-type team, you have to give up value to get value.
Here's Holiday, following the basket by Kyrie Irving. And there's the call on Kyrie Irving. That's his first foul. And the Pelicans making a change here. Agents has checked in. Here's Gordon. Smooth as silk on the finger roll. Gordon's got 7 points in the game.
Well, you talk about the big contracts for the Pelicans. Eric Gordon, actually their highest paid player, and he was a nice return piece in that Chris Paul trade, but injuries have bothered him, and at times he seemed unhappy in New Orleans. Let's see if he can turn the corner with this young club.
Shot's good from Love.
Their offense already flowing. Shooting team.
And the Pelicans making a change here. Rivers checked in.
Well, you can count on him, can't you? He seems to knock down free throws consistently all game long.
Pass to Smith. And it's out of bounds to the Pelicans. There's 25 seconds left in the first quarter. Rivers with it. Picked up by Thompson. Rivers against Thompson. Anderson a screen on Thompson. Rivers passes to Fredette. Pelicans keep it alive. Babbitt dishes to Anderson. Off target with his 3. Marion. Shot is off. And a closely contested grit and grind first quarter comes to a close. Pelicans lead by 1. It's the NBA on 2K Sports from Quicken Loans Arena. Up to this point, a closely contested game as we start the second quarter. Guys, what stands out to you from the Pelicans in this one?
And you get a chance early on to see their depth. They got a nice effort from their bench players early in this game.
Yes, Steve, I tell you what, their subs have really packed the punch for them so far. Shawn Marion with 15 years in the NBA, a very good 15 years, basically talked about retiring even though he was still playing well at the conclusion of last season. Although I guess he did have a change of heart.
So for New Orleans right now, we've got Luke Babbitt. Cunningham is out there with Salmons. Then it's Jimmer Fredette, and it's Rivers in at the 2. And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, Doris Burke. Doris, over to you.
Yes, Kevin, LeBron James joining a younger team with the Cleveland Cavaliers. He said, "We're not ready right now. It will be a long process. My goal is still to win as many titles as possible, but what's most important for me is bringing one trophy back to Northeast Ohio. Our city hasn't had that feeling in a long, long time." Kevin, what a worthy goal.
Cleveland's last pro championship back in 1964, Doris. Thanks. Here's Rivers, following the basket by Kyrie Irving. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. And it's Thompson with the jam.
Incredible timing on the alley-oop.
He absolutely hammered it down.
And that's the play we're going to remember when this game is all said and done. And Marion, a 4-time All-Star, one of the most athletic and versatile players in league history. Still an excellent role player, even after all these injuries.
Bergeau's checked in for Tristan Thompson. Love comes in for Shawn Marion. And Harris subbed in for James Jones. Irving kicks to Love. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. Irving's got 4 assists in the game. It has been nip and tuck through the first half.
No kidding. I mean, neither team has been able to hold the lead for any length of time, guys.
Steve, so close.
Well, such a season. I mean,
it's only a matter of time, I think, before they get it done and figured out so they can be a postseason team.
A good look from Evans. Offensive rebound. Tries again. Ashik with the bucket.
You know, they're being very one-dimensional right now, going to the post every time. But if it works, you don't need another dimension.
Well, they're taking this defense to task, quite honestly. Every one of their last 10 points have come in the paint.
That's good. And really for the Pelicans, Steve, It'll just be about being patient and not wanting to rush into the postseason. Let their team grow naturally.
Yeah, I agree. And, you know, it's been a while since New Orleans has played in the postseason. 2011 was their last appearance. But just trying for a quick run with high-priced free agents would not be in their best interest.
Holiday against Harris. Back to LeBron. A three-pointer off the mark.
Well, it looks like he's cooled down a bit after hitting those two in the first quarter.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Anderson Varejao. That'll be his second foul of the game.
And another foul would give him 3 before the half, something to keep our eyes on.
Now here is Holiday. 12 points for him. Davis sets a screen. Eric Gordon on the wing. Headed by Shumpert. That's good.
Using that agility to drive right to the basket.
And Evans, over his career, has bounced around a little bit position-wise. He played point guard at Memphis and coming into the NBA and then some small forward. What do you think his best position is?
I think he's one of those guys that probably is a playmaker, small forward, or two-guard. He's got ball handling skills that allow him to make plays. He can score. He's strong. His wingspan allows him to play bigger than he is. I think he's a playmaker 2 or 3.
And here's Gordon after the three-pointer from Amon Shumpert. And it's Evans missing.
I'll tell you what, you can shake your confidence missing wide-open shots like that.
And let's now go to the sideline. We'll catch up here with Doris Burke. Doris?
Well, gentlemen, we all know the NBA has been adapting elements of the European game to its own game. It's a style that Cavs coach David Blatt is more than familiar with from his time abroad. Asked if he'd play LeBron at the stretch 4, he said, quote, "You'll see LeBron there. You'll see LeBron all over the floor just like he's used to playing. I don't have to change him." Guys, when you've got the best player in the world, it's certainly easier.
All right, thank you, Doris. And LeBron, accustomed to playing the full, arguably now his best position. And the basket by Gordon.
You know, he's putting on an outstanding offensive display, and he may just be getting warmed up here.
Irving passes to LeBron. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. And that's now 9 points for LeBron.
Give up open looks like that, you're in big trouble.
They get a hand on it, and stolen by Love. Throws it up high, and LeBron throws it down.
Well, that's the easiest opportunity an offense can get off a steal.
Exactly, no defense for that.
New Orleans has gone 2 for 5 from three-point land since the end of the first. Holiday against Irving. Evans goes in. LeBron with the block. And here we go. Shumpert running it up the court. They grab their own miss. Back to Love. And another 3 for Cleveland.
Great outside.
It's falling for him this quarter. He's really out of his rhythm.
The layup missed. Here's Shumpert. That one a little long.
Well, I think he kind of alligator armed that one. Short stroke. After doing a nice job to get open, he didn't finish the shot.
Evans, a screen on Irving. And there's the feed to Ajinça. And again, no good by New Orleans.
And little to no chance of that shot going in.
Yeah, that was a tough one right there. Nice pass. He got the ball right into his teammate's shooting pocket. On time and on target.
And we finished one half of basketball. Cavaliers on top. They lead by 8. And we'll be back with you right after this. Now the second half about to start up and begin any moment. You look at Kyrie Irving in this game, he has been everywhere.
It seemed like he made everything he got. I mean, anytime he had an open look, he took advantage of the opportunity there in that first half.
And Steve, they were all good looks. I mean, his shot selection has been terrific throughout the game.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the second half of basketball. So on the floor for Cleveland, the 2-star, LeBron and Love. At the 3 and the 4. Amon Shumpert is out there with Kyrie Irving. And it's Varejao in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And here's Evans after LeBron James hitting the 3. And Davis throws it down.
That's what I...
Defense. He's got to make that shot, though.
Very nice pickup of the offensive rebound. And once he gets his hands on it, you know it's going back up and back in.
Love against Davis. Irving from long range. That ball's 8 assists by Love. Love's got his 7th assist here tonight.
And we've seen a few mix-ups defensively out there on the perimeter.
More than a few. I mean, the open looks they've allowed from long range have turned into a lot of points.
Now here's Holiday. Shoots off the screen. And that's collected by Love. Love's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Out of bounds, New Orleans will take possession.
And a moment to check out the numbers for Kyrie Irving. Very nice season for him last year. 13th in free throw percentage, 14th in scoring, and he also finished in the top 20 in assists. So this is a guy who really did a nice job of sharing the ball with his teammates.
You know, I think we should show him a little more love for finishing among the top 15 free throw shooters. I mean, I know it's not top 5, but top 15 is nothing to sneeze at. I mean, he was in a groove at the line, and it lasted all season.
Well, this quarter has gone awfully well for him. It seems like every chance he's gotten, he's pretty much converted.
A nice shot by LeBron. LeBron, that's a 2-pointer, and that one comes up a bit short.
You just assume he's going to knock those down when he's as open as he was there.
And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Cavaliers.
Boy, defensively, they've played with a high energy level, guys, and all the steals we've seen, really a result of that aggressiveness.
Something that's also benefited them tonight are the turnovers they've forced and the points that have come along with those forced turnovers.
And he gets it to go.
He's their go-to guy, and when he shoots the ball like he has today, that's what the scoreboard usually looks like.
And J.R. Smith picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Dante Cunningham's checked in for the Pelicans. And there's a minute 45 left here in the third quarter. And that's out of bounds. New Orleans will retain possession. 1:44 left in the third. And Asha kicks to Cunningham. Eric Gordon on the wing. 6 to shoot. Left side, Gordon. Gets an open look and hits. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Davis has got 12 points here in the second half.
They're not as aggressive from the outside here. But maybe they should think about stretching the defense a little bit, like they did in the first half. I mean, stretching the defense makes it easier to score inside, too.
Shot and game clock separated by 5. Clock at 6. Cleveland needs to get a shot off here. And he gets it to go. And that's now 30 points for LeBron. Here's Gordon. He got it up that time, but it wouldn't fall for him. Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome. Cavaliers lead by 14. And coming up as soon as we return from break, the fourth quarter gets underway. And we're rolling here again with the fourth quarter. Might not come down to the wire, but you never know. Pelicans trail by 14. So for New Orleans right now, backcourt, Holiday and Gordon. Anthony Davis is out there with Cunningham, and it's Evans in at the 3 slot. Holiday, the pass to Cunningham. It's good, the assist that time from Holiday. Cunningham's got the first points up on the board here in the fourth for New Orleans. Love dishes to Thompson. And it's good. And the Cavaliers lead by 14. And the Pelicans shooting it up around 51%. They're getting good looks. And that's Evans penetrating.
Love is known for how explosive he can be on offense, but he still gets knocked on for his defensive prowess or lack thereof. He seems to be tiring of it, though, and has put in a lot of work. I think he's gotten better.
And the first one drops. Omer Ashley, he's checked in for Dante Cunningham. So he picks up just 1 from the line that time. Cleveland leading by 13. communication on the alley-oop.
Boy, he is a strong finisher on the fast break.
Yeah, he sure is. He remains in total control, even at full speed.
And he gets the bucket. They got on this roll a while ago, and they just haven't looked back.
He's putting on a commanding performance here. He's hit 2 3-pointers in each half now.
Haywood, no good. New Orleans gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Stolen by Haywood. Fast break, here we go. Back to Shumpert. And it's out of bounds to the Pelicans.
I'll tell you what, wandering aimlessly out of bounds like that might earn him a ticket to the bench.
Anderson Varejau's checked in for Brendan Haywood. Pelicans trail by 10. Holiday with it. Now guarded by Shumpert. Holiday goes in.
Well, you look at Drew Holiday's shooting percentage last season, good across the board, but his rate of three-pointers and free throws relatively low. If he can make those a bigger part of his offensive game plan, he could really take off.
And he's good on the second.
Oh my God, I just got that.
The Cavaliers leading by 9. Love outside. The feed now to Irving. Offensive struggles continue, missing again. For New Orleans, they've gone 5 for 9 from the field in the final quarter so far. LeBron against Evans. And stolen by LeBron.
Well, it's been all about pace and space with them. Tempo, the fast break points, just a huge advantage.
Yeah, they've been looking
The target, not from that distance anyway.
Cavaliers have gone only 6 of 14 from the field in the fourth. And Shumpert kicks to Love. And he throws it down hard with one hand. Well, Clark, a clear lane to the basket and the emphatic jam.
And that is outstanding attacking basketball. Or his teammates. Or help his trade value. I mean, that was not the way to respond after averaging over $8 million a year on this contract. If you're cashing those checks, you better show up and do your job.
Varejau can't hit.
Terrific defense at the rim. They got right in his path.
You know, that's part of what great defenders do. They get not only in your path, but in your head a little bit, too.
Here's Gordon. Rejected by Irving. And here we go. LeBron heading to the...
Watch out! What a throwdown there. Man!
Now, back to Gordon. Lock at 6. Puts up the baby hook. Hasek, no good.
Boy, he had a good look at that one. You hate to miss that shot.
LeBron passes to Thompson. From downtown, and that falls.
Look at how quickly their lead has grown over the course of the last few possessions.
Boy, they've really saved their best for last, haven't they?
So we see the Cavaliers taking the win here. Some days, Clark, everything goes right for a team, and they just had one of those games.
Yeah, it certainly was. I mean, these guys played a great all-around basketball game here.
Thanks for tuning in to the NBA on 2K Sports. For Clark Kellogg, Steve Kerr endorsement, this is Kevin Harlan. We'll see you next time. And now, our Jordan player of the game, LeBron James.